Hey CCC Youth and parents, this year instead of doing a parent meeting, because we know with different schedules, different circumstances, it's hard to get everyone together, so we're going to do a video this year, and it's just going to give you an opportunity to get some more information, get some details on what's going to happen. So it's going to be a quick video, and we're going to jump right in, and we're just super excited about this year for youth. God's going to do some awesome things in and through our youth group. We're going to do a lot of different outings, and we're going to get into that. But we just want you to join with us today. Just watch this video, and if you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to contact us. But again, we're really excited for this year and all that God has for us. So it's going to run like a meeting. So if you hear us jumble on our words, we're going to just keep going because we want it to flow like a meeting. And just please pay attention for the next few minutes or so. So just moving forward, we want to talk a little bit about what we're going to do at Champion City Church Youth.
Well, before we start, we should probably introduce ourselves.
Yes, see?
So I'm Pastor Anna, Pastor John. We lead the youth here at Champion City Church. We have the privilege and honor of leading that. So that goes from grade 7 to 12. So if you are in that category, come talk to us, come meet us. We're excited about getting to know all of our youth at our church.
Awesome. So you can probably hear our little Eli in the back. We have our firstborn son. Just had him a couple months ago, and so we're stoked that he's joining our team. So so we're gonna jump right in, and like I said, it might be kind of jumbled at times, but we hope you guys get the information. So the first thing we want to talk about is kind of our vision as our youth group, our vision, our values, and our expectations. So we are going to make available a sheet at the info desk with just a bunch of information about our youth group. So we're going to just jump right in and start with our vision. So, Anna?
So a couple of things we want to highlight about our vision. The first one is that we really want to disciple the next generation. So we want you to come to youth group so you can grow, so you can develop your relationship with God, so you can learn about the basics, prayer, anything that you want to know, any questions you might have about your walk with God. This is the place to be for discipleship. We obviously want to grow in numbers, so we want to see all of our youth inviting their friends, inviting their peers out from their classes, from school, whatever. Your friends are welcome to come to our church, to our youth group. So we really want to grow in numbers. We want to introduce our youth loft nights, which are like we're replacing that for our services. Like we used to call them services, now we're going to just call them loft nights, which is kind of going to run like a service, sort of. We're going to have worship and then a message, shorter. Obviously, we're not, it's not going to be really long like we've been doing, and a lot of discussion, a lot of very dynamic. So it's not going to be boring. So come on out for that. It's going to be really fun. We have our youth band still. That's going to be running as well. So if you're a part of the youth band, we'll talk to you about that after too. But yeah, so we're going to run those services, the loft nights, and it's going to be awesome.
And obviously at CCC Youth, the number one thing that we want to be the draw is Jesus. We're going to have a ton of fun. We're going to have a lot of games, a lot of outings and stuff like that. But the number one thing that we do is for Jesus, and that people would get a strong, genuine relationship with him. And that's going to be the number one draw. And we want to see our youth just transform for his glory.
Yeah,
another part of that is the transition out of youth into the young adult. So we get the opportunity to lead both ministries, but we want this transition to be seamless and with no problems at all. So one of the ways that we can do this is just being able to invest in our kids and invest in the youth, so that when they get to the young adult age, they don't leave, they don't go off and do their own thing, but they stay committed to the church. And 3 reasons why youth actually stay in the church beyond their teenage years are: they have a personal relationship with Jesus. Their parents actually have taught and exemplified what it looks like to follow Jesus. So parents, you have a crucial role in this. And also, they have a community around them that help them grow in their walk with God. So we want to encourage these 3 areas. And parents, you have just as much, if not more, of a chance or an ability to raise them in God's ways, and even us. So we'd like you to get on board with us, and we'll get to that. And then one of the biggest things we want to do is just have fun. We want to be a youth group that has tons of fun, do crazy things, crazy events, and lots of games and outings, and it's just going to be a ton of fun. So
Yeah. So for our expectations, we're just going to highlight a few things. So for our youth, the goal is that you have a personal relationship with Jesus, of course, like we talked about that. So number one, just be respectful as you participate in the activities, cooperate, give attention to the events. You're not just kind of off doing your own thing. You're not disrespectful towards us or to our leaders. We are very big on that. Like, just please be respectful. Second thing, dress modestly and appropriately for the activity. We are going to approach you to talk to you about if you're not dressed appropriately, obviously. And also, if we're going to do an event where we're playing sports, please come dressed like you can, run and, with comfortable shoes. Please be responsible and respectful of your things and others' belongings. So property, if we go out, venues, whatever. Use of cell phones and other electronic devices is limited during the events. This is something we kind of let slide last year a little bit, but we're going to really encourage our youth to, when you come, just really be there, be focused. Avoid profane, derogatory, offensive language or gestures. We have zero tolerance for those things. Zero tolerance for prohibited substances, violent behavior, threats, disrespect, exclusion. All those things they just don't belong in our youth group. And just being committed to attending youth consistently. That's a big one. Because if you come for one week and then you don't come for the next two, you're obviously missing out on what's happening and what's going on. So maybe, obviously you're welcome to come to every fun event that we do, but please come to the services, the loft nights, those things, so that you can actually connect and become a part of what we're actually doing. So
yeah, awesome. So some of the expectations for our parents, and the number one goal with our parents, as I shared earlier, is just to teach and exemplify the gospel to your youth. And one of the biggest influences are the parents. And if our parents aren't exemplifying at home and they send off their kids off to youth and expect us to do it, it's a lot harder when they don't see it from their actual parents. So we would encourage you parents to get behind the vision of what we're doing here at the youth group, but not just that, to teach them and to encourage them and just show to them your walk with God, because that's so important in their life and they need to see that. So just a few practical things is for you parents is to give attention to event and carpooling signups and payment deadlines, to be on time for event times, and especially consider it for carpooling events, to reply weekly if your youth or your friends will not be attending. So these are just some practical things. Communicate any questions or concerns that you have with the leaders early. So if you have anything that's coming up or any concerns, any suggestions, please don't hesitate to contact us. Respect, support, and appreciate the efforts of CCC youth leaders and volunteers. We're on staff, but there's also volunteers who give their Fridays to invest in the youth. And so we want to respect them. We want them to feel honored in what they do. Also to honor the commitment your youth and their leaders have made by positively encouraging them, as I shared, and getting behind the vision of CCC Youth by promoting the spiritual growth of your children, as well as reaching other youth for the Lord. And that's just one of the most important things you can do, parents, is just be those examples in the house.
Awesome. So for our leaders, just if you're listening to this too, these are some of our expectations for us as leaders. This is something that we all abide by. We comply with CCC ministry involvement code of conduct and application process. We plan and communicate clearly and regularly with youth and parents the schedule of events. So we really want our leaders to just be on board with everything that's going on, and they can actually explain what's happening. Strive towards achieving CCC's youth mission and values by consistently modeling Jesus' love, maintaining a sincerity of relation with the Lord, and godly lifestyle above reproach. Be committed to CCC and accountable to CCC leadership and the families you serve. Be committed to serving in the ministry of CCC Youth with all your heart. Be in direct communication with John and Nunn about the nights you're unavailable, and just in advance letting us know what's happening, and just really being on board with us and really just taking this vision further. So yeah. Awesome.
So that's just for our leaders, and so this is going to be available to you guys at the info desk, or you can go online to championcitychurch.com and you'll be able to find this. And we just went over this so quicker than we would at a parent meeting, but please go through this again, and you also have our contact information on this, just so you can get to know a little more about our youth. So moving forward, just in a couple more minutes, I want to just cover just a few things. So just kind of an outline of our year. This is going to be an awesome year. We're going to kick off the year on September 15th. So All In Sunday is where our whole church comes in on September 10th. And that week is when all the ministries kick off. So that Friday, September 15th, is going to be our first event. And throughout the year, we're going to be doing outings. We're going to have small groups. We're going to have different theme nights. We're going to have game nights. We're going to have fundraisers to help with the funds that we need for youth and outings and different things. We're going to have joint church events. So we're going to go to other youth rallies that are around the city and join with other churches because that's so important. Yeah. And so it's going to be an awesome year. And some of the bigger events to highlight, Anna's going to touch on.
Yeah, so please mark this on your calendar already. It's exciting. We're just just looking forward to this year. So the first thing is our kickoff, like John already mentioned, so September 15th. So you don't want to miss that. That's after a whole summer of having a break, just come. We need to see you. We miss you guys. So we'll see you guys that night, September 15th. That's going to be held at the church in the loft. The second thing we want to highlight is that's our first outing. That's going to be the CORNMAZE, September 22nd. So the week after that, we're going to the CORNMAZE, which is always so fun. So please come out to that. We have a youth rally at WECA, at West Edmonton Christian Assembly, in September 22nd. That's the wrong date. Because we're going to CORNMAZE.
Oh, sorry, yeah, okay.
Sorry. So just with the permissions form, last year, a lot of our guests would come and people maybe that are not fully a part of our youth group, they would come on those outings and they would not have one of those forms, or they would just be filled out by someone who's not a parent, or it was just kind of a little bit messy. So this year we really want you guys to just that link there that's going to be showing in the page, just send that to your friend so that he can have that filled out, because otherwise they're not going to be able to come to the outings. We really don't want to be liable for something that happens to a guest or something like that. So please just have that link, and just make sure that the parents of the child or the youth that's going to be coming, that they really have that and fill that out before the event.
Yeah, awesome. So another thing we want to highlight too is our youth band. So throughout the year, we have the opportunity to have our youth play worship at our youth nights, our youth loft nights. So we are going to open this up again. If anyone of you youth have been playing an instrument and you're interested in joining the youth band, please come talk to us, and we can get you practicing and get you starting on the process of that. So this is an awesome opportunity, and our youth have grown so much in this, and it's exciting to see them just stepping into this area of worship, playing an instrument and playing and singing, and so it's awesome. Another new thing, this is one thing that we really want to highlight this year, is instead of me texting everyone for the events weekly, I'm still going to be doing that, but it's going to be connected to a text subscription that each and every one of you will have to sign up for. I've already sent out a text message saying how to do this, but we're going to show a picture right now, and you can actually pause it on this picture. And it's so easy. All you have to do is, in your texting, you have to go put in the number that is on the page right now, and then in your message box you'll have to put @youth-CCC, send it, and then it'll give you some instructions. It'll ask if you're a parent, a teacher, or a student. So obviously students, put the S, I think it is, and then for a P for a parent, and just follow the link, and then that will be able to sign you up to receive texts from me. And so I'll just go in, text it out to that group, and it'll go to everyone. And at any point, if you want to remove yourself for some reason, you can remove yourself, and I don't have to keep sending you texts, and you have to ask me to remove. But no, you just remove yourself, and it'll show you the instructions there. So please sign up for this. Just makes it a lot easier for us and for you. And this is just a new thing that we're doing this year. So a text subscription. And lastly, just before we end, I know it's a little longer than we hoped, but if you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to contact me or Anna. Our emails are on the Champion City Church website. And you can also talk to Amber Forrester. She's our main supporting leader, and she's going to be taking a bigger role this year in helping the youth. So If you need anything, if you have any questions about this video, about what's happening this year, any concerns, any suggestions, anything, please contact us. You can call us, you can text us, you can email us, you can call the church office, and all that you need is on the website. So please don't hesitate to contact us. And again, if you need any hard copies of the permission form or the values and expectations, they'll be available at the info desk on a Sunday morning. So awesome.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Thanks for listening.
For being a part of this, and we'll look forward to this year. It's going to be great. So thanks.
Awesome. We will see you in a few weeks.